Hey guys, long time no see. Doc Detroit here. I know I kind of let the ball slide a bit on doing videos. It's been a kind of a rough year so far. I had to move everything out of the backyard, as I may have told you guys. Years worth of collection, so we could put a tent back there, so we can have my daughter's wedding, and that turned into an all summer fiasco. Not having help, having the forklift break, not having the forklift, but mostly not having any help. Um, and then late in the summer, my mother died, and I had to deal with all that. My father's getting on in years, and I wanted to make sure he was healthy and, well, I won't say happy. They were together for almost 60 years, so there was that. But then, on a good note, my daughter did get married, and I performed the ceremony, so there was a lot involved in doing that. Uh, months, couple of months worth of work, and between that and my mom, all at the same time, it was. And just recording videos was the farthest thing from my mind, and I really didn't have any time anyway. And then, to make matters worse, my next door neighbor, a friend of mine, wanted to get an old RV moved. Because he got a new one and he wanted a place to park it. So I spent 2 weeks walking back and forth. And I recorded some of it, but I don't think I'm going to post any of it. Let's see, I rebuilt the carburetor. And then I jacked it up with a bottle jack and took the starter out and replaced the starter with another known good one, which turned out it wasn't that good. And I set up a little gas tank, checked all the fluids, topped everything off, and decided I was going to make sure even the brakes were working because, well, his driveway is, well, let's just say I'm not sure Evel Knievel would want to go down it. It's a very, very long through the woods driveway that is a hill straight down toward the street. So I spent the time, topped off the brake fluid, and made sure the brakes were working. And I fired the motorhome up and was able to drive it out of the spot it had been in 10 years. Then I pulled it forward and got to the top of the hill on his driveway, and the engine stalled. Okay. So I stepped on the brakes, and the vehicle slowed down. And I stepped on the brakes again, and I popped a brake line or two, and the pedal went straight to the floor, and I got to enjoy Mr. Toad's wild ride in a motorhome. Headed down 1,600 feet of basically rock and forest. And I knew I didn't want to go out into the street because if this thing made it to the bottom of the driveway still on its wheels and hit the street at speed, I'd have shot right across the road and I'd have jumped it into a swamp, which probably would have ended well for me. So I started using the forest, the woods, any tree smaller than like 4 inches around, I ran it over. On both sides of his driveway, I did a nice job of clearing his brush. Still didn't quite get it slowed enough to not hit the street. I was scared that I was going to kill somebody. I was terrified. So I cut the wheel sharp and was able to get it slowed down enough just about the same time that I hit well, let's just say the water department and I are at any rate. So we weren't even trying to move it out of his yard. We were just trying to put it down the bottom of the driveway because between his driveway and my driveway, there's a big, huge grass thing. So we use that to go back and forth. So everybody and their uncle stopped and asked if I was okay, which I was. I got out of it pretty okay. Bruises here and there, a couple of bruised ribs, busted up finger. I got a little bruise up here. I'm not really sure how that happened, but I can tell you both sides of the windshield are broken. So yeah, I mean, that gets us to today, which is, now winter's here almost. It's really cold outside this morning, and there will be some videos. The Perch fire truck is doing just fine. I really didn't get anything done on it most of the summer because of everything else that was going on. But as far as the motorhome goes, it's pretty well. I would say it's not worth restoring at this point. The stairs on the passenger side to get in the vehicle are now somewhere in the back of the vehicle. It ripped them right off. Sheared the pressure gauge sending units off the propane tank. So that was kind of fun listening to that go whoosh as I was barreling down the street. But there is a 7,000 watt generator in it that hasn't run in a while. And it does have hydraulic 4-piston leveling. It has a really old Intech, is the brand, backup camera, which is the size of a regular television camera. I think we'll do something with that too. Just for over the winter where I have to work in the little shop because it's too cold in the big shop. So I'm hoping that this winter calms down a bit, and I'm hoping next summer isn't quite the shit show that this summer turned into. But I'm alive. I'm reasonably healthy. I'm looking forward to the future, and I've got some, the fire truck's here. I really want to start working on that again. And they're, like I said, there's little motorhome projects. It was I'll put a picture up. It was a Holiday Rambler Imperial 33. It was an older thing, but it's all aluminum frame, all aluminum siding, so I figured I would be able to do something with it. But now all of that's pretty well bent, and we won't be doing much with it. If you need any parts from a 1984-ish Holiday Rambler Imperial 33 454 automatic with all sorts of groovy features, holler. Maybe you're building a tiny house or something and you need a refrigerator. The one that's in here is 12 volt, 115 volt and propane. It's old, but there's an ice maker. They call it an ice maker, but really it's just a freezer. Microwave. The cabinets are pretty nice. Yeah, or, let me know. I'll put a couple of pictures at the end here, but thanks for watching, guys. I'm not dead. Just life got really hectic this year, and I'm hoping that we're into a little smoother sailing at this point. All right, guys. I'll put up some pictures. Catch you later.